The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. This is Derrick Henry. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Okay, Carson Wentz struck back.
Running left, it's Henry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard, can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Finds his tight end, Ingram. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the penalty, it's Henry. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second and 16. Now a handoff to Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On third down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, a nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
A very solid gain of 27. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in
Chris,
the
when you gonna move your
I
team
don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 50 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
A first down carry for Henry. Finds a seam inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
Yep. Go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
They,
just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you
good
score a
game.
touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
So what's up, coach? We gonna catch him late
This
again.
time to the tailback. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going.
Think they about to be back into the 2s and 3s?
The Jets will bring in
I
a
don't
nickel
think so.
set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Probably I'll say if anything later in the
Throwing is
season, that's
Jackson.
everything is messy, bro.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball.
You still gonna
free, and
have
it's
them
4th
down fight against Memphis
So on
and
4th
shit.
down,
Where
Washington
you
going to call
them
on Tress
good
Way to
mid-season,
punt it
the
away.
mid-Lord tickets for like about $140.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
And now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Derrick Henry fights loose. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run.
You like this new
early.
quarterback,
They've been
Smelly?
able to do that here in the first half.
And that means
You're very
that the
satisfied,
whole
sound like
offense
it.
has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
One of the Midwest boys.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
What is one looking like on that?
Derrick Henry, 34 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shoot.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. On 3rd down, Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 6. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Call the timeout. Timeout.
Jackson now. Left side, he's got it complete.
I think Walker said.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now it's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And Washington has retaken the lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And the busy night for Henry continues. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run on first down. Henry, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed, because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
2nd down and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Well, the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased. Doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run on first down. It's Patterson, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Chase. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Here's Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington going to add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Well, your people at coach, they're all right.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Boy, 175 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. It's Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
That was fourth and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't fourth and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
Who's your,
Wilson's going to go down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try to keep going.
We're trying to keep that lead.
Exactly.
It's a gain of 34.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Brinkley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And a give this time to the tailback. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Lambeau to add on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson.
Hey, man, they're creating. They're creating.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And he'll have a Jets first down as he gets it up past the 35.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This is Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They run with Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
I know that speed is the high mark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
I heard that.
Again, it's Johnson.
I heard that.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
I thought I heard something like that too. I heard something like that too.
Tucker's kick is good.
I don't know nothing, but I heard.
They'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense.
They're going
to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
Henry only by about 13, man.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, fourth quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy.
And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On second and 7, Wilson completes it to Evan Ingram. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards. A good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Henry again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jimmy Graham there to make the grab. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Jackson. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 41. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Eluding the pressure right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Six yards left on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Brinkley. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Henry running right. And that, not what they wanted. They lose yards on first down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And the kings of the Super Bowl are the Washington football team. They win it, and they will once again possess the Lombardi Trophy. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you